has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Hurts. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 2. A give running right is Gainwell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, They can't always account for individual effort defensively, and this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. And this time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got it. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Score Eagles 14, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one. Into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Raiders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's the backup Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, it's Gainwell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. 260.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeVonta Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Raiders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Right there.
They go play action. Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. There, the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 10. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Mariota. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On play action, Mariota. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Nice pick, nice pick.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Check, 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 check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Trayvon Merrick on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Max Crosby
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A 1st down throw for Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 36. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
42, Raiders 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.